Well, hello there. My name is Steve Stegner and I love community expos. One of the things that would make a terrific trade show booth is to do a demo on your booth. Just think about how powerful it would be if you were a plumber and you had like a full-size shower the size of this retractable banner and that shower was dripping the whole time. Everybody can relate to a drippy faucet, a drippy shower, or a leaky toilet, right? They're in our lives all the time, and it's always one of these things that we think we're gonna get to, but we don't. But again, the plumber, we all know that they fix clogs and put in faucets and things like that. But what they really can hit on is if you find the pain point someone has. So again, not really what the plumber does, but more of the problems that they solve. Because once you're in their house with a leaky faucet or a leaky shower, what's going to happen is now they'll need new faucets. They might want a new toilet because they're old and they have trouble standing up. There's all kinds of things that a plumber can do once they're inside the home. And that's with any of the tradespeople. So especially tradespeople, even though they think they're too busy to do trade shows and expos, it's exactly where they need to be to make a ton of connections. One of the things I love when we engage these people that come to our booth, we make sure that we qualify them fairly quickly. But 100% of the time, you need to write notes on this person and take their contact information. If you give them your business card and say, oh, I'm great, you have that leaky faucet, call me when it's convenient, you will literally never hear from them again. And it's not because they don't want your service, it's only because life gets busy. So make sure that you get their contact information, and you're gonna have like a couple of pages of notes to follow up on when you get back to the office over the next week, because it's critical that you are proactive in communicating with them and not reactive. One thing that I said in the last video, I'm going to repeat also. Notice how I don't have a chair in my booth. When you're sitting in a chair, oftentimes people have their cell phones in their hand. You're really not approachable. There should be absolutely no cell phone in the booth whatsoever. There should be no food the person is munching on and no chair. You're going to want to be there and available for each and every person that walks by, because quite frankly, we don't know who that person is and what their circumstances are. I find when I go to these expos, whether I'm a vendor or I'm actually just a person walking through, I find a ton of things to buy, not only for myself, but for my aging parents as well, because I kind of take over the responsibilities they have. So truly, if there was a plumber there and we connected, you build that trust by communicating with them, you're gonna wanna hire that person rather than look on the internet and just call the first number that comes up. So truly building trust with that person, even if it's 30 seconds or a minute or 2 minutes, you're gonna be first on their list when they need that service, whether they need that today or not.